Well, folks, here again for the weekly forecast. Of course, the big news was the brutal Arctic air mass that moved into our region. Last week when we put the forecast together, of course, we did this right before Thanksgiving and put the forecast together. The models were indicating the cold front would come through in the Wednesday, Thursday time frame. It actually moved forward about 24 hours. The net result was same thing, very cold temperatures. And we did see some significant accumulations of snowfall, particularly in western Cherry County and most of the Panhandle. The best snowfall totals I've seen so far, between 10 to 14 inches up in the northwestern corner of Cherry County, 5 to 7 inches broad-based coverage across a good portion of the Panhandle. And of course, we've seen some sub-zero lows and highs that were hard-pressed to make it out of the single digits in a few of the regions of extreme northwestern Nebraska. Now, as we go through this next 7 days, we're going to start to see the cold air ease up, but we're going to have to wait till about next Wednesday. In the meantime, we do have a system going to push some energy out into the Central Plains that may generate some snowfall and accumulating snowfall for portions of the state that have been missing out on the vast majority of these big snow events. That would be south central to east central Nebraska and portions of extreme southeastern Nebraska, where most of the precipitation of this last event was in the form of freezing precipitation. So let's take a look at the upper models and see how things will progress. The thing I'll draw your attention to is the cold air is firmly in place. Now we have this trough moving out. So for today, we are expecting increasing cloudiness as the day progresses and some light snow breaking out in the evening hours across the Panhandle. And that will start to move its way across the state, particularly as we get into tomorrow as the system rapidly moves out. Looks like the best precipitation is going to be south central through central Nebraska and points to the southeast. Liquid equivalent precipitation is about 1/10 of an inch to 2/10 of an inch on this forecast. That means a 20-to-1 snow ratio, which we are expecting, would generate anywhere from 2 to up to 5 inches of snowfall. If it lifts a little bit farther north, snowfall totals could get a little bit more significant. Now that system will rapidly move toward the Great Lakes and the precipitation will start to come to an end on Monday, but we still may see some flurries or some very light snowfall, but no significant accumulations are expected. Very cold temperatures coming in. We'll be looking at highs across northern Nebraska that will just barely make it out of the single digits. Now as we get into Tuesday, system moves to the Great Lakes. We still get a northwest flow, but we'll start to see a moderation of temperatures. The highs will start making it up to the mid-teens, and in western Nebraska, we're actually going to get up into the 20s. As we get into Wednesday, that system departs the Great Lakes. We start to see some type of zonal flow. We might get some Chinooks developing in western Nebraska that will bring our temperatures above the freezing mark. And by the time we get to Thursday, certainly the Chinook factor may come into play and we'll be easily into the 40s. And if it gets really strong, we could actually make it up into the upper 40s. The coldest temperature will be in northeastern Nebraska, where we'll be fighting to get to the 32-degree mark. On Friday, big zonal flow. It looks like everybody should share into the warmth. Now, as we look at the forecast going forward, it looks like the best chance of snow is this weekend, and as we move through the week, we'll start progressing gradually warmer. We looked at the 8 to 14-day forecast. After next Saturday, another cold batch comes in, keeping us below normal in terms of precipitation. Another big storm system enters the picture, but we will drier than normal here, at least in most of Nebraska.